Alright guys, today is January 21st and we are here for a it was it was a big trade today, very volatile day. Honestly a really clean day, but I still took a W, but I admit I over traded. Um Simply because I just wanted a green day, obviously. And I think my conviction to these trades were okay. The first one wasn't that good, but I'll show you guys what happened. So, going on the day, 4 hour. Here's ES. We do not have that SMT anymore with these lows, right? Just like yesterday, I believe. But we took a loss yesterday. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, for me, 4 hour, we're still looking bearish. We haven't taken that high. There's no really gaps in the 4 hour to see like, hey, we're gonna be bullish. This is hindsight right now. On the 1 hour though, we did inverse this, and also this gap, and we are at this bearish gap right now. Right. So I mean, it should have been more bullish, but this is what I was thinking on the day. We're on this bearish gap. If we're gonna have a lower time frame. What is this called? Lower time frame PD array, and then we can go push lower. So for my targets, we were targeting these lows because it's an obvious low. On the 4 hour, we have this intermediate high inside a fair value gap. We also still have this weekly opening gap, right? And more than likely we're gonna pass through one of these if we set a condition for ourselves. Okay, so I'm gonna just go back to here, market opens, right? Let me go to the 1 minute. Let's go back here, the 1 minute. Okay, so what did I see? Pre-market we took London highs and one of the New York PM high right here, this blue and red. We also took it on ES, so that's pretty good for me. And I know I see it now on the 1 hour we were disrespecting bearish gaps, but to me it looked like we swept London highs and previous PM oh my gosh, New York high. We swept those. Now and then we displaced lower and then displaced lower again. Retraced, displaced lower. So what was I looking for market open? We have this condition right here at the 5 minute. Right? We have a 5 minute bullish gap. I don't think, yeah, there's also a 15, but it wasn't made yet, right? At the time. So we have the 5 minute here, boom, and then I see that we inversed it. Now, with what Patty says, if you have to zoom in, like to really see if you inversed it, which here is like right on the dot, but not really. But yeah, so what he says is, if you really have to zoom in, wait for another candle, which I didn't because I was greedy. I just wanted a win, so I took a short here to these lows for a 500 risk, and next candle, boom, becomes a bullish candle, and we never displaced low, or we didn't close below, we closed higher, and so boom, we got stopped. First trade. Now that I look at it, it turned to be a 15. So we can go back here, right here. At this point, oh, so it was. That's my mistake. So it was already a 15-minute gap before we inversed it or tried to inverse. So that's on me. Yeah. So 15-minute, we respected it. this was the trade of the day, I'm pretty sure. Almost a lot of people took this trade. So we have this bullish gap, we inversed it, and then you just basically long from there. Stops at this low, could be at the body or the wick, it's up to you. And then you can target higher. Right here we still have that hourly gap, so we could target this, and then also those highs, right? So at the time we would have targeted these, which was almost a 2RR trade. That would have been a $1,000 trade, by the way. And it just full sent it. You could have gone break even here. I didn't take this trade. Could have gone break even here, boom, safe. You could have extended because we had so much more targets. Let's see, how many RR would that be? You could have extended here for a 4RR trade, so a $2,000 day. But you would have chopped, we would have chopped a little bit here, bang, 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 bang. But yeah, that was probably the trade of the day. So I'll keep that in mind. Keep checking, flipping through the 5 and 15 minute, right? So boom, there's that I should have taken instead of the first trade, which was a really bad trade, not the best trade at all. And we'll go to my second trade. So my second trade was here. We have this 5-minute gap, got respected, 15, it was made after the dip, which was a little risky for me because there is a 15-minute that we just created off this 5-minute gap. But this was my second trade. Yeah, so was this the 1 hour still? Hold on, I'm so sorry. Bang, bang. Yeah, so we see that we inversed it and we clearly have more targets up high, right? So let me just draw the line instead of the gap, a rectangle. So here I see we displaced, we passed through that target, and it looks like we want to go higher, right? And for me, honestly, I didn't even, did I wait for an inverse here? I don't think I did. It was more of like a continuation trade. Yeah. So for me, so we tapped to this 5-minute, respected it, and we had more targets higher, right? At this point, right here. And I think the next candle I took a trade. Yeah, this candle I took a long position, stops down here, targeting the next level of liquidity I had. So boom, we displaced higher. I was happy, and just to be safe, I went break even here. No, I entered lower because I had it. It was like a small winning trade. So I see that we displaced higher. This was my break even point. So boom, I was break even. We displaced high, and then I put my stop profit was like somewhere here, and obviously it got hit, and then it fully takes my TP. So that's my second trade. It was a profit stop, so got some of the loss back. We were down like 400 at this point. It was just like $110 trade. But yeah, so next target, boom. What do we have next? We have this new week opening gap, and then we had these that we just took. Now for me, if you look at this, 2 1-hour candles that just take all of this. Surely, some way, we're gonna take a retracement if we want to keep going higher. You can't just, market just doesn't go higher and higher, right? You can't just go boop, 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 boop. Oh, sorry. That's actually really bad. You can't just go boom, 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 like side boom. You know what I mean? Somehow you're gonna have to retrace and then, go higher, higher. we needed a retrace. To me, this is really strong though. So what did I look for? Where is this? I'm just gonna keep playing for a bit. Let's go on the 5 minute, just so it's easier. Alright, I think somewhere at this point. Let's go on the 1 hour. Right? Took these. We had an SMT. Oh, I think it was in the lower time frame. Yeah, so this was my third trade, my bigger win trade. Right here, so like I said, we displaced so high we needed to have a retrace. Holy, I cannot talk. So for me, we swept these highs right here on NQ. ES, we did not. So to me, that's a bearish SMT on the 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minute. And I was just basically looking for an inverse. Right here on the 1 minute, it looks cleaner. Like this is ES, and we're clearly going lower. Here we just swept this high, and now we're clearly going lower. I'm pretty sure I took this inverse. Boom. The 2 minute looks clean, right? SMT, we displaced too high. We need a retrace somewhere. And so boom. The 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. I don't think we had a gap anymore. So it was a 2 minute inverse. Inverse. And I think there was another. Yeah. The other confluence was we had a bearish gap, right? Bearish gap, and we just took these highs, and so boom, bearish gap, boom. So we took this inverse on the 2 minute right here. Stops are up here. It's gonna stop me if the ES goes up and invalidates that SMT. So what was I targeting? I was mainly gonna target a 5 minute, but look at this, there's so much gap. So I just wanted to filter. My first TP was here, and if I see displacement even going lower, we can go to this 15. By the way, this is also a 30-minute gap down here, and as well as this, and this bottom one is in hourly. Yeah, right there. So boom, that's what I wanted. 4 hour, obviously no gap, but yeah. So these were my two targets. We could go lower. There's probably another 15 somewhere. Yeah, all the way down here, but be realistic, we're not gonna go down here if in live markets. So let's just take a look at what happens. Some drawdown, price is looking a little choppy, so I was kind of hesitant, and so boom, we displaced lower. I see we're displacing even lower, and then I move my targets lower, go break even, and it's officially a risk-free trade. And so boom, I hit TP. I think it went all the way down here actually. Let's just keep going. Oh, it didn't. So you would have been edge if you were here, but you definitely could have been greedy, but I took this. Great winning trade to me. Took back my losses and won a lot more. So I give myself a pat on the back for that. Reading the markets pretty well. And then, yeah, that's all my trades. But you could have taken more trades, honestly. Today was really, 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 really clean. Where's the gap? Right here. So let me just take these off. So we're in this 1 hour gap. What the? If you took this trade, good for you as well, but it was pretty late on the session, right? We have this bullish gap on the 1 hour. right, 1 hour, still respecting it. And then if we go to the 5, wait, let's see. Boom, this is the manipulation leg, I guess you can say. There's no 5 minute. We're not gonna look at the 4 because it's not letting us. There's no 3, but there is a 2-minute gap. You could have inversed here. Now, why would you take this trade? Higher time frame. We are now bullish. We broke these structures. We're just retracing, like I said, and then it's possible we continue higher if there's more volume at this time, right? So 1 hour gap, and we just retraced pretty deep. We can filter down. Yeah, so 2-minute. Could have filtered down. Inverse this gap. Probably stops probably around down here. And target what? Unfilled 5 or 15 minutes. There's an unfilled 15 here. You could have targeted this. Unfilled 5 all the way up here, here. And honestly, this would be a great target still. If we are still volatile, right? Why? Because it's a high inside a fair value gap. And also a new week opening gap is still open for us to take. So yeah, still a valid trade. Let's see if this plays out. It's on the 2-minute where we inversed it, and then boom. Would have been break even there. Or would you have? Oh, you would have. That's crazy. If you went break even. But I'm pretty sure this trade plays out. Yeah. Start displacing all the way up here again. See? And if you took this long all the way here, would have been a crazy RR trade. Hold on. Let's see how many RR that is. What the hell? Stops here. Boom. Almost a 5 RR trade, man. Look at this. And we tapped into the new week. So you could have even targeted this. Like today was really, really good. Almost a 6 RR trade. Really, really good volatile market today. I think it's because Trump was also talking something about, is it Greenland? I don't even know. But a country. So yeah, we now filled this new week opening gap. We will see tomorrow what happens. I mean, we're pretty bullish now in the 4 hour, also in the hourly. So we're gonna probably expect the high of the new week to be taken, and possibly here on this 4 hour or even this high, right? And yeah, nothing really to target lower. There is a 1 hour here we could retrace to and then continue higher, but we will see tomorrow. I am just yapping now. It is 12:02 in the morning for me. So yeah, that is it for me today. I hope you guys caught a W trade today because it was a really good day, you know, volatile day, not as choppy as a couple weeks ago. And so yeah, that's it for me today. I hope you guys had a good day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces!